cause I love it. Hey yo, we going out of control. Come on, I'm making bounce so hard, baby, I just can't help myself.
Welcome back, guys. So before we went to break, we were just talking about your representative and what that means, because there's different areas to what that means. So Nicole had brought up, if you could like be this great person and introduce yourself in that way, and we also talked about this in the first episode too, about setting your expectations at a reasonable rate. You don't want to be up here and then it's gonna be, you wouldn't be able to maintain that, and then you're gonna start like going like this. So start at a level that makes you feel comfortable, because as we also shared too, although you're excited and there might be chemistry, you don't necessarily know if that person is worth everything at this time, because it takes time to get to know someone and you have to explore that before you want to be just like the best, you know, impressor.
Give them everything you have.
Give them everything you have, because A, it's too soon, and
you have to deserve it.
Yeah, and that person
Think of it that way. They have to deserve that.
Yeah.
Right? They have to show you that I'm worthy of that sort of attention from you.
Right.
Yeah.
So now another side to what that means in respect to your representative is, how do you show up? And yes, you should definitely have your base date outfit on, but it's more than that. When you show up at the meet place and you lock eyes and you feel like, hey, this person's pretty cool and they're attractive, and vice versa, they're not there as your counselor to unleash every bad thing that's happened to you up until this point. So we hear stories about this all the time. And that's probably why Nicole's laughing, because I know people are probably like, oh, I would never do that.
No, you do.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised.
You've done it.
We hear it so much.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as they sit down and they ask one question, it's like your door of opportunity to unleash everything that's gone wrong.
It's usually what we hear from the other person. The person doing it is saying that they were the best person ever, they were funny and sweet, and not so much.
Yeah, and this other person now thinks you have all kinds of baggage that they're not interested in taking on.
Well, I also think, too, you have to be very careful about how much you share with a stranger, because you don't know their intentions just yet. And if you start sharing like, oh, the last 5 guys I had took complete advantage of me, and he's already thinking now in his mind like, okay, so you have no self-respect. That might not be something that I would be interested in pursuing. How you know yourself of how kind and how loving and how funny and all of those things about you, that person does not know. Only the people that do know you know those things about you, and that's why they care about you, because you're such an awesome person.
Yes.
When you meet a complete stranger, the only thing they can base their perception on is what you show.
And what you tell.
Right.
Right, and what you share. And then they're going to be based.
What people don't realize is things are more amplified. So if you go into it negative, even one negative thing, you think, wow, how much more negative can this person be? Where if you go into it positive, you think exactly the same way. This person is such a positive person.
Exactly.
Every first impression is amplified to whatever energy that you give off. Negative or positive.
Right, and then that's what you're going to attract.
Right.
So when we talk about, I know it hit a few chords with some of our viewers in respect to when we said, hey, you know what, if you're putting yourself out there and you're going on endless dates and it's not working out, it's time to take a look. And that's what we're here for. And not in a mean, judgmental way, in a real supportive way, to be like, hey, have you thought about this? Or, you know, I have a client that I know, and I think that he is just such a cool guy. And I am very interested when I hear feedback from some of the ladies that he had shared with somebody that, yeah, my kids want me and my ex to get back together, but that'll never happen. It's like, why would you bring that up
put that
as a
thought,
first?
Exactly. Now that's all I can think about.
Yeah. Because now
he's getting back with his ex.
Like me.
Yeah.
Automatically, I can just
Yeah,
see
it shuts
that.
that.
It shuts a door for
Exactly.
sure. It's not open.
But you know, also too, people are nervous, so you do want to give them a chance, but it is really like, you got to be cool, a girl or guy. I don't think that it's just guys that need to be cool and girls get to be however, like both of you have to be cool. They do not know you. They don't know all the great things about you. So that's the first thing that you want to share with somebody when you are meeting them. Just like you're saying, Kai, like be positive. Nicole always says, like, smile. If somebody knows you're happy, they're already all the way interested.
Even when you're talking on the phone to them, smile. 'Cause that will radiate through the phone. You can tell.
Absolutely, absolutely, and be polite to everyone.
Yes, we
Be polite.
actually have a caller. Josh is on the line.
Josh.
Hi, Josh. Hey, Josh.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
What's up? Like, sorry, I've never done this before, so.
Yeah, we're just here chilling on our show.
Yeah. How are you?
What's your question, Josh?
Well, it's more like just a situation because, like, I'm just confused on what to do. Well, I'm actually gay, so this is more of like a different type of situation.
That's okay.
But, basically, I go to like UTM. I go to school with like one of my I guess like I met him at school, and we both are very school oriented, and we're studying like architecture, and we're really into our stuff. And I guess like we just get connected in a different way. And I know he's bisexual, but I'm more gay. And I don't know. I think we went on a date. Like I think we went on a date, but my question more is like, what if you don't know? Like, what if you don't know? Like, if the person is just thinking of you as a friend or something more than that. And like, I know we both have just talked in general that we don't want to date right now, but I don't know. I feel like there's a really interesting connection between us, and yeah.
Do you feel like you're the only one that feels that way? Is that like you're
Confused about his feelings, right?
Oh yeah. Well, like I don't know. Like, it's really good. I've talked to my friends, and they think like in their opinion, in my opinion, I think it's like reciprocal. Like, we both are feeling it, and we've even said it. Like, we've even said that. Like, I feel like we both have a kind of connection that we've never felt with someone before. But
Has he ever dated a man before?
he has, yes.
yeah.
Okay.
He's bisexual.
Do you think that if you share your true feelings, that it's going to affect your friendship?
I think so, because like no, actually not affect the friendship too much, because he has been through a situation where a girl, I guess, told him that she liked him, and he wasn't into it. Like, he wasn't like, right now he's in this time and stage of his life where he doesn't want to date anyone, and I know that. And I'm in that time and stage of my life too, and like we talked a lot about that too. But like, I don't know, like he said that like one of his really close friends, she used to like him, and like he friend zoned her. So like I'm just like I just don't want to like, I guess like I don't want to read between the lines. Like, I want it to be very literal. I'm that type of person, but I don't know how to bring it up, or if I should bring it up. Just go with the flow, or should I bring it up?
Right. I think those are your two things that you have to work through. Either you can just continue to build a beautiful friendship with him and see if it does evolve to something more as time goes on, or you have to have the conversation and say, hey, I've been feeling this way about you. If you may not feel the same about me, that's okay. I would like to still be friends, but...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
just if you do
But
decide
I feel like
to pull
he kind of
back.
addressed that. I feel like he kind of, I mean, did you mean that when you said that you were not really interested in dating right now? Because sometimes we say things like that when we feel like the other person is not going to give us what we're looking for, so we kind of try to protect ourselves by saying,
Right.
no, I'm not really. So I think, do you really genuinely feel like, would you date him right now if you had the opportunity?
I would. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, we had that conversation like months ago when we initially started talking. And we when we talk, like, we have very intellectual conversations, and I think we're not like other 20-year-olds where like, you know, they just hook up and do stuff like that. We're more like very career focused, and we said that, like, you know, the types of people that we've dated have kind of been annoyed at the fact that we're so career focused. And that's like one of the things that actually attracts me of him, is how passionate he is about what he does.
You're similar that way.
Yeah, and like, I think at that point we were just talking, we were being very realistic in the sense where, like, you know, realistically, you're not gonna start dating someone until like a few years from now. Like we were I guess exaggerating saying when we were 30, but like it's true. Like in our 20s we want to like have fun and like hang like build our friendships and do all that stuff. And I think we were talking about that in the more like what other people do. I think we were just like in general talking about it. We weren't talking about it with each other. We weren't saying like I don't want to date you because like blah blah blah. But like yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, he kind of, I think you guys both kind of set yourselves up in the sense that you both kind of said, I'm not looking for anything. So even if he was feeling like maybe he was feeling the way you're feeling, maybe he's not going to address it with you because he feels like you already shared with me that you weren't interested in that. So but next time you have the opportunity to have this kind of a discussion with him, because you guys, seem to be similar with what you're saying. Next time you have a conversation about it, kind of maybe say that you would be open to that, just so that he understands, just because if he is feeling the same way you're feeling right now, maybe he also doesn't want to say it because he feels like he's going to get shut down.
Yeah,
right? Because you already said, you put a disclaimer that you weren't really interested in that right now.
Playing both sides, like tell him exactly how you feel, put it out there, and then pull back, and then go about your life and still be friends and see how things go that way, but at least he knows that you like him.
Or you could even also say to Josh, like, I know that we said that like we weren't ready for dating, but like if you found someone that you felt really connected with that you did like, would you change your mind?
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, because then it's not specifically to you. And then she's like, why, do you like somebody? And be like, yeah, you.
That's true.
So you could just make it like a generic question of like, a few months ago you said that you weren't ready for a relationship, but if you met somebody, would you change your mind? And see if that's a bit of an icebreaker for you.
Yeah, that's good because it's opening a door to another.
Exactly. Another conversation. Yeah, where you can set it straight.
Exactly. Thank you so much for calling, Josh. And if you do need us in the future, please feel free to reach out to us. We're certainly here for you.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Bye.
Aw, that was sweet.
It's adorable.
I know. And like he's 20 years old. Like this is not for any age. So we're going to go to break, and when we come back, we'll revisit Josh's talk and make a few points. See you soon.